Hi everyone, all my subscribers and everybody, all my viewers. I hope you're all well today. We're back home. This is Linda May, the happiness coach. We just got back from our trailer that's up north, and it was quite cold for the whole week. And you know, you don't always have sunshine to stay happy. It rained and it was really chilly, so we spent almost the whole week in the trailer with doing different things. I was very glad to get home. They always say there is no place like home, and I was quite glad because the weather here is still chilly for the end of May, and looking forward to the weather getting better for June. I like to get outside on my patio and spend some time gardening, which I have a lot of stuff to do. I've been spending a lot of time on my phone lately, learning about Instagram and YouTube. There's so much to learn. There's so much competition out there. I'm trying to get my viewers and my subscribers lists up so that I can reach more audience and possibly get some prospects for my Positivity Path business, which I am getting quite close to launching. I do believe instead of Zoom, I might use Google Meet. If anybody has any comments about that, you can put it in the comments below. And I would be more than appreciative to get some information from people about how I go about doing all this. This is a big learning path for me. I really would love to start my coaching business tomorrow, but I have to get some people willing and able to want to spend time with me and to spend the money on the program that I have developed and created for you to walk you through your problems in life and see how you can turn it to a more positive perspective and do what you really enjoy in your life, to figure out who you really are, what you really love, and to just so that you can actually do things in your life that you actually enjoy and not just on the hamster wheel of life of working and looking after the home and your kids or whatever you have to do, your job. You may not like your job very much, but it's difficult to leave that as it is your main part of your income, right? So if you're doing what you enjoy, then that makes your life so much better. If you're doing something that you are doing just because of the money, or you're doing something because other people in your family expect you to do those things, then it's not so much of a joy for you. You need to look at yourself, and it isn't being selfish by looking at yourself and putting yourself first, because if you can't put yourself first in everybody else, and above everybody else, you need to look after yourself first, because to love yourself and to look after your own needs is the number one priority before you can look after other people's needs. I spent many years of my life being a nurse and looking after other people's needs, sick people, putting myself second mostly, not necessarily with my family, but definitely with my work. And I spent years of not thinking that I could do any better than I currently was. And surprise to me, I found out years later that I could have been much more than I was in my career. I was just a staff nurse. I could have climbed the ladders if I wanted to. I really wasn't much into management, but I think that if I had have known now and gotten out of the fear that I've gotten out of recently about who I am, and my self-esteem is much better, I feel much better about myself and who I am and what my purpose in life is. I am willing to help you and guide you down the path of doing the work to find out what is it that you really love in life, what is it that you really want to do. That, you know, life is only so short, right? So we have to do what we really enjoy doing. Don't wait till tomorrow. My parents never really traveled anywhere. My father and mother always had the dream of going out west to see the mountains, and my dad died before that ever happened. So a couple years after my father died, my mom was in her early 60s. We did take her out west to see the West for the first time, but it was unfortunate she couldn't see that with my father. I must say that my husband did tell me years ago that if you want to do something, just do it. Don't worry about it. You know, we always worry about, we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to save money, and we're going to do that when we retire. Don't wait till we retire, because some people don't retire. Some people end up getting sick and dying before they even retire. And trust me, I've known many people of that in my career, and people, my colleagues I've worked with, family, they never really got to do what they really truly wanted in life. So if you really want something in life, go for it. Don't let anything hold you back. Of course, it has to be within reason. I mean, you have to afford it, of course. You can't just go doing anything and wasting, money that you don't even have. You don't want to get in debt. That's a big problem with people. They put themselves way too far into debt. Plan for what you want to do. Put your money away. I remember when my kids were little and we wanted to go to Disneyland. And back then we didn't have a lot of money, but every paycheck I took a $100 bill and I put it inside our encyclopedias in the same spot. I think it was called Travel inside. And every 2 weeks when I got paid, that $100 went into there. And we never spent it. We just knew it was there. And we had enough money to travel to Florida, to Disney World with our children when they were 6 and 8. And it was an absolute wonderful time. Actually, it was 8 and 10. It was a wonderful time. And we never went back. It's very expensive, of course. And not everybody makes it to Disney World in their life. But it was a very good experience. My husband and I travel every year. We make it a priority for us ourselves. Sometimes we have gone into debt for it, but the memories that we've got and the many, many pictures that we have were completely worth it. I have a plethora of files of pictures that I have from many, many years of traveling and taking pictures of just about everything. I absolutely love nature, flowers, birds, and scenery, especially I've had a lot of sunsets, beaches, scenery, beaches with sunsets coming down, incredible pictures that I have. What do you do with them? So now I'm going to use them on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram, and I'm going to make reels of all the pictures that I have taken over the years. I've compiled them in a file, and I am also going to use them for some of my thumbnails. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I do know I should have thumbnails. I mean, I've seen some places that thumbnails, people like to look at your face and they don't click on the thumbnail if it's a picture. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. I'm trying to build up my subscriber list and get people out there to tell other people about me so I can help you when you need some counseling. I'm a happiness coach. I work on the term of positive psychology, which is a scientifically proven and researched topic of the content that I use to prove that it does work to make your life happier. And it walks you through your self-esteem, your confidence, showing you what it is in your life that you're really good at and do more of it. You shouldn't be doing things in your life you're really not good at. Not everybody's good at everything, there's that again, I have to stop that. But they do say that as you do videos, it gets easier. I really do think that it is getting easier for me. I'm actually enjoying it. I really wasn't sure what I was going to talk about today, and I just go off on tangents about things, but it's just stuff that people might want to hear about. Anyway, I would love to have people join me and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me. And I'm going to put up hopefully a couple videos a week on here. And I am just loving doing this. I never thought I would love to make videos, but I'm just loving it. I'm loving talking to the audience out there, whoever would like to listen to me, and give you some tips on life, as I have a lot of life experience. I have dealt with the public and sick people for many, many years, intensely. I've dealt with families of dying members. I have comforted sick people. I have assisted people in dying as well. I don't want to get into the death doula either. I have a friend who's wanting to be a death doula, and good for her. That's wonderful. We need those people out there. I just want to show you the beauty in life and show you what there is in life, and not to be so upset about everything. Don't worry about the details. Just go through life day to day, the minor things. Don't fight with your husband about what you don't like that he's doing, because you know what? You can't change people. You cannot change. I have lived with my husband for 41 years, and he still does similar things that are a little annoying, but I have completely learned how to deal with it over the 41 years I have been married to him. It's wonderful. You have to look deeper at people. You can't look at the superficial things that they do that annoy you. I'm sure there's a lot of them, but just ignore it, because you know what? The person deep down that you're with, or the person that you love, is an actual wonderful person deep down, underneath all of their silly little habits that might annoy you. But don't worry about it, because it doesn't make a difference. When we were first married, we used to fight a lot because I used to get so annoyed with things that he would do that I thought maybe I could change him. Well, guess what? Don't try to change anybody. If you meet them, they are the way they are. They're not going to change. If you don't like them, you're not going to change them. So move on. Anyway, I'm keeping the one I have because he definitely is a good one. So anyway, enough anyways. I have my little fountain and my crystals and my tree. And the weather's better now, so I'm able to do my videos out of my sunroom that I absolutely love. We don't heat it, so it's very chilly in the winter. So you'll see me downstairs on my couch or somewhere else in the winter. Anyway, I've enjoyed meeting with people and I've enjoyed doing these videos, and I really hope that people get enjoyment out of watching me. Any comments down below, and like and subscribe down below, please. It really helps me. And also put some comments on about what you think about my videos. I would love to hear what people have to say and some suggestions for maybe topics that you want me to talk about. I do have a list of topics and I'm going to try to do those, but sometimes I go completely off topic. We're just getting ready to go to a stag and doe of a friend's daughter that we have not been to a stag and doe in many years. And because most of our friends' kids are married already or not getting married. Because not getting married these days is a thing, you know. People don't really think that they need to get married, which is fine. It's just the way society is. People don't expect what they expected many years ago out of people. I have friends that are of daughters. I have friends, daughters and sons that are living with people, and they bought houses together. They haven't got kids, but I know people who have kids and never really got married, and that's perfectly fine. If you're happy with the person you're with, you don't need to get married. You know, maybe marriage is just overrated. I have another friend whose daughter went away and got married on her own, and that's okay because it was her choice. We all have a choice in life. We all have a choice of what we really do want to do and what we don't want to do, and nobody can push you to do your choice of what you want. And if they are, then you might not be very happy with those choices. And if you are, that's great. But you know what? You have to make your own decisions in your life for your own self, for what you want and what resonates mostly with you. Be yourself. Don't try to be other people. You are unique. You are the only one in the world like you. And don't try to emanate other people. Don't try to mimic other people's behavior or their habits or anything. Get your own habits, do your own thing, be your own person. The people that'll like you will like you, and the people that don't won't. Not everybody's going to like you in this world. So don't try to change to be like other people. Find the people who you like most and that are most like you, and that's who the people you will enjoy being with the most. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends about me. Share this with people that you know. If there's anybody who you know that might need some happiness coaching, please let them know, because I'm so anxious to get this business up and running, and it will be coming soon. Almost finished, just deciding on my platform, and it might be Google Meet Space, so beware. Take care, audience. Bye-bye for now.